view I've been doing them in. First game I got here is Mission Impossible Operation Surma. As you can see, I got this for $5. I believe this came from the video game trading posts when it was in Mass Peak with Sunrise Mall. Honestly, I haven't played it yet. I picked it up because I was interested in it, and it was $5. Get that little disc sound. If anyone's played it, let me know how it is. I know it reviewed kind of middling, but not terrible. Put these two together here. We've got Lord of the Rings Two Towers and Lord of the Rings Return of the King. I got this one at a garage sale for $1. God, it had to be like 5-6 years ago. Actually, probably longer than that now. It's probably 10. Both really good movie games. Book games, movie games. Live the movie, be the hero. They add some more characters that you can use in Return of the King. And this one I think you're just using Legolas, Aragorn, and Gimli. This one you're playing as 9 people. Gandalf, Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, Sam, Frodo, others. Both really cool. They have movie scenes from the movie in there. I want to say all the voices are just the people, the actors from the movie voicing parts. You're playing through the movies. This one has like branching paths and stuff too. You can do as you different characters. They're hack and slash games, but they're both very good, and they are not overly expensive if you want to pick them up. A good amount of these can be garage sale pickups, such as Kingdom Hearts. This is the greatest hits. I have not played it. Actually, you know what? I played a little bit of this once, years ago, when I got it at a garage sale. Probably the first time, and tested it. I don't know, I think I was up in like a tree or something. I can't remember what I was doing. I don't know what Disney World I was in at that point. It's Disney and Square characters, right? Are they made up Square characters, or are they actually characters? Yeah, because Sephiroth pops up in one of these, doesn't he? I don't know. Jaws Unleashed, yet another $1 garage sale pickup. You are Jaws. You're Jaws. You're attacking people, you're attacking boats, you're attacking other... Wow, I did play a little bit of this. It was pretty cool. There's Jaws, look, right in the back, getting the violence. Eating a person, crushing boats, master sneak chase, escape and destruction missions. Horror mood seeing the whole land. There's another garage I'll pick up that I paid a little too much on this. I got NBA Street too with that one, but I had given that to a friend who just got a PS2 and he wanted to play the old NBA Streets. I think I paid like, it was way too much. It was over $10 for 2 games, I think. And I just thought this one might add value, and it does not. It's a Harvest Moon game. You're getting married, probably. Growing crops, dealing with your animals and whatnot. Cooking meals. Alright, there's going to be some non-garage sale pickups coming up. This is not one, though. The Godfather, the game. I played a little bit of this. You're playing the Godfather movie, essentially. There's some other stuff, though, to do. Here's a map and manual. Well, to the family. You got all the people from the Godfather here. I remember doing some fighting and stuff, like hand-to-hand fighting and stuff like that. I think something blew up in the beginning. They blew up like a store. You had to rough up some people. A couple people got killed or whatever. I think they made maybe they didn't make a second one. Maybe it just came out on the 360 as well. Another G-Sale pickup. Final Fantasy 12. I did play a good amount of this and was enjoying it, and then I stopped. It was cool. I forget the characters' names. But this was one that you were running around in combat. It was not like strictly turn-based, just stuck in a spot, just jumping at the enemy and coming back. It was cool from what I played. I do have the, I want to actually play the remaster they put out. Whatever that one's called. This one was kind of a big deal at the time. I don't know if it was divisive or not. I don't know if it was a love-it-hated game, but I enjoyed what I played of it. Because it differed from 10, so. People love 10. This is not a garage sale pickup. I wish it was for $1. Fatal Frame 3. The Tormented. I got this for $50 off Amazon at the end of 2020. And I should have gotten, I think I was looking at 2. They had all 3 of them for 50 new. I should have grabbed at least one other. Because now this one sells for like 100 used, or 80, 90 used. Great game. I have not completed this one. The one character, I think it's her from the first game, does it say it? There's multiple playable characters in this one. The girl from the first one is back in this one. She's like the assistant to your character. And that's what you're doing. You go to sleep in your dream, shit's happening, you're playing in your dream, then you wake up and you're like, oh my god, stuff's happening. And you're walking around the house and stuff. It's the same camera combat. You're getting better film. You get a higher grade film. It's better attack. You're waiting for them to get into this zone so the lights go up for more damage and stuff like that. They're cool games. They're creepy games. I have Maiden of Blackwater on the Wii U downloaded. They ended up putting that as a download on the other systems as well. But they did put out 4 to download. I need to get that at some point because that was only a release on the Wii in Japan. I forget what that's called. Lunar Eclipse or something like that. Mask of the Lunar Eclipse, maybe it's called. $24 of the game. Still haven't played this one either, but once again, I got it because it was $5. I only seen a few episodes of 24. A lot of my friends loved it. But you got Kiefer here. It was Dennis Haysbert. He was the president, I know, in the first couple of seasons, maybe. I think he does get killed at some point. Spoilers. I think Jack gets playing for Bauer. I don't know who those two are. You're playing through the show pretty much. I don't know if this takes place between, like, yes, untold story between seasons 2 and 3. As written by a writer from the show. So it looks like it's just an action game. You're playing through a season of 24. NFL Street 1 and 2, both EA Big. Remember when EA did the Big? Do they still do that? No. These are both dollar garage sale pickups. They don't have their manuals and the discs are very scratched, but they do work. I did put some time into this one, I believe. Ricky Williams, Shannon Sharp, Shockey. This is Exhibit, right? People have told me this a few times. I keep, like, every time I show this game, I'm like, who is that? And then they're like, it's Exhibit, the rapper. Looks like Barry Sanders there. They're cool arcade-style football games. I don't know if it's like 6-on-6, does it tell you? You're playing on the beach, you're playing on the playground, stuff like that. You know, it's kind of in the vein of NFL Blitz. But they're fun, just like the NBA Streets and stuff like that. And they're actually sport games that have a little bit of value. The street games do too, the NBA Street games do too. They made a FIFA Street, I have one on the 360. I don't think they ever did. Well, baseball had like Slugfest, and then the Bigs. And NHL Hits was around, and then I don't think they did any NHL related ones after that. Here it is, Stuntman. I love this game. This game will piss you off. I've talked about it in the past. You're a stuntman playing through movie scenes, and you get a certain amount of fuck-ups in each scene. If you mess them up, you gotta restart. You want to try to get the best scores possible, so you don't want to get any X's or whatever they call it here. Got the director yelling at you. Use different cars. You gotta do 360s, 180s. Use the E-brake. You cue actions with the one button. Explosions happen. You gotta hit boxes, overtake cars, hit cars, stuff like that. It's fun. You play through parodies of other movies. Like Live Twice for Tomorrow is a Bond parody, stuff like that. Toothless and Whopping is the first movie. That's like a Snatch one. Or maybe Snatch was the first kind of one of those movies. That kind of movie. It takes place in Britain, right? Although that one did not. That was, I think, in Italy. It's cool. It's going to piss you off. It's very trial and error. You'll find yourself just restarting a ton of times when you feel like you've not done well enough. And the scenes don't last long. Maybe the longest is like 3 minutes. But it's an awesome game. I'd check it out because it's a cheap game. Most of these actually are fairly cheap outside of, well, the street games are, but I got those at a garage sale. Fatal Frame is not cheap. State of Emergency. There was a second one of this, but then Rockstar has not made another one of these. It's almost like a riot simulator. There's a cool mode. I remember I talked about this. I played on the Xbox, and you could do custom soundtracks in that mode, which was awesome. The cool feature of the Xbox, you could burn your CDs onto the Xbox because it had a hard drive, and you could put them in certain games, use the custom soundtracks. I remember listening to like Helmet, Ministry, Faith No More, stuff like that, while running through malls and getting points for blowing stuff up. And then the whoever the group was, the corporation, yes. A shadowy corporation has seized control of your country. The people have taken to the streets in protest. The state of emergency has been declared. There actually are mission-based things where you use different characters throughout, where you're doing stuff, and there's just people running all over the place. It's not just blowing stuff up, but you're trying to do other stuff. But that's like an arcade mode, that other mode. That's really cool. It's actually an interesting game. I never played the second one. This one reviewed fairly well. I feel like the second one did not review as well. Although I think the characters all return. The second as well. There's two more video game trading post pickups. I think this first one came from the Sunrise Mall. One of them was there. This one came from Bayshore Mall. But it's Spy Hunter and Spy Hunter 2. This one was 5, this one was 8. Spy Hunter was close to a launch title for the PS2, I think. No, it wasn't. It came out in 2002. I'm sorry. No, it came out in 2001. I forget the PS2 came out in 2000. Prepare to be hunted. Cool games. They can get a little tough, but it's like the old Spy Hunters back in the day on the NES, the arcade. You're driving as a car. Sometimes you turn into a boat. Or like a motorcycle. It's just like a snowmobile, and you're blowing up enemies. You take to the water. You're taking out ships and stuff. It can get tough. You're doing little stunts in there as well. Saliva did the Spy Hunter theme for this music video for this game, the first one. They're pretty cool though. They actually look really good, even still. They make that Spy Hunter game with The Rock that I always forget about. That like came and went. I think he was supposed to make a movie at some point with that, but it never happened. I think this is the last of the garage sale pickups. Sly Cooper, the first one. This was 75 cents at a garage sale. I got the third one at that one too, but I sold that one. I should sell this one too, but this does not have the manual. These are pretty cool games. I played some of this one. You're Sly. You got your other buddies. Was Wesley? Maybe that was Wesley one. There's the turtle guy. And I forget what the other guy is. He's like the gadget dude. And then the turtle. No, maybe the turtle's the gadget guy. Is it Hippo, the other guy? He's like the heavy almost. In this one, I think, what are their names? Does not say their names. You're sneaking around. You're a thief. You're stealing things. You're avoiding spotlights and lasers. You get you attack with your whatever he's got. I forget what it is. This thing that he uses to do other actions with as well. Bentley, is one of their names Bentley? Like I said, I don't have a ton of experience. The one I have the most experience is the one they put out on the Vita. I think it was also on the PS3. Thieves in Time, maybe it was called. Because they always end up in time in these games at some point, right? In video games, I should mean. There's always like one where we're going at the time. Phantom Brave. I haven't played this yet. I picked it up because it's like one of those grid strategy games, which I like. I haven't played it. I know there's more of these in this series, but they look kind of cool. I got it off eBay. If anyone's played it, let me know how it is. Smugglers Run 2. Hostile Territory. This was actually, I think it was War Zones on the GameCube. Another franchise Rockstar. There was this one and the second one. I think that was it. The first one might have been a launch title or very close to it. This one is better. You're doing stuff on different vehicles here. You're an ATV, trucks, Jeeps. You're blowing stuff up sometimes. You're also delivering goods and shit like that. You got enemies you got to deal with. Apparently this one has a multiplayer mode I never played. Dodge minefields, explosions, and enemy crossfire to deliver the goods. They're cool games though. And they were different for back then too. And once again, Rockstar, I don't want to say they abandoned their franchises, but I feel like they kind of do. Outside of the usual ones. And at this point, no one's going to care for a Smugglers Run game or a State of Emergency or another table tennis game. What have they even done recently? They do the GTA and Red Dead, right? Did they haven't even done anything else? When was the last Max Payne? I mean, they didn't do the first two Max Paynes with Remedy. And then Rockstar bought the rights, I guess, from Remedy. I think Remedy sold that to do, maybe it was Alan Wake or one of the other games. They did Max Payne 3 on the 360 and PS3, which was awesome. I can't remember what the hell have they done outside of GTA and Red Dead recently. I feel like they must have done something else. ScoobyDoo, Night of 100 Frights. I think I did a gameplay of this. I think it came from the same garage sales, Sly Cooper. Another copy, but disc was bad. It worked, but then I got this copy, great condition, for $10 off of eBay, which is a good deal. It's a really cool platformer. You're playing as Scooby. You're jumping around. You usually you get hints from the rest of the gang. Shag, Daphne, Fred, and Velma. You go to different areas. You gotta get Scooby snacks and stuff, and you're dealing with enemies from the show. The Black Knight, the zombie, the tiki guy. Giant Jekyll maybe's in there. There they are. The werewolf. It's a fun game. It's actually really fun. It's a solid title. It's the best of those Scoob games that came out during that generation. There was Mystery Mayhem and Unmasked as well, which are not bad, but they're not as good as this one. And this was the first. But yeah, that is just my gum chewing PS2